Hello my friends, welcome in the new video. Today I want to talk more about testing another domains or origins. Also I want to talk about testing in one test different origins, and the last topic I want to talk about opening in the new tab in Cypress. A lot of people don't want to use Cypress because Cypress didn't support these cases, but for now we have Origin, which is, if you are using cy.origin, you can visit multiple domains of different origin in a single test. We can check it in the documentation. So as you can see, navigating to multiple secondary origins, just use cy.origin, then your website, then create a function, then use cy visit with slash, so it means go here to this website, and then you can use another website by cy.origin and another domain. So let's check if it works. For now I have visit Heroku app. We can add some assertion to make sure that this website is opened. Let's check, for example, class heading we have here, cy get by class, by class should be visible. Let's check, visible, and have text, and we can check this text, welcome to the internet. Okay, let's save it. Let's open the Cypress. Let's use E2E testing. Open, for example, in Chrome. Origin. Yeah, and we opened this website and check this header. Okay, so we can use origin from the documentation. Let's copy this, cy origin, and we want to open, for example, Cypress documentation, cy visit, and let's check which assertion we can add. Let's open this, for example, this header recites. Okay, let's grab this element by class name, cy get this class, class should be visible, and have text, and let's copy this text. Okay, so now we can check if origin works fine. Works perfectly. Go to the Heroku app, check if there is header. Next we have origin to open new website, cy visit with slash, then we get the header and check if it has text. Great, so that's how origin works. So let's try the same with another example. Let's open my GitHub repository so we can change our origin, then visit, and then we can use contains, and let's open repository to check this contains. Maybe by Cypress will be faster. Okay. Yeah, and we can, for example, get this element or just use contains follow. Let's go here, cy contains and follow, and check if it is visible or not. Should be visible. Okay, and the last one is google.com. Go to google.com, cy visit, and we will check how looks this search bar, just to grab an element and add some assertion. Okay, contains follow, doesn't work. Okay, it's not visible. Okay, so maybe we can change contains to get, because we don't want to spend a lot of time to add this assertion. Okay, maybe cy get. Okay, let's save it and let's check it. Go to Cypress, go to my repository, and now we have cookies. So let's check if these cookies are visible. So as you can see, our origin test works perfectly. Should be visible, and then we can click these cookies. Cypress documentation, go to my GitHub, go to the Google, then click it, and then we can add more assertion. But the problem is here, because we have new origin, and if we will have a lot of line of codes, and here, so it will be not easy to read, but it's nice workaround from Cypress to use this origin. But what I have here, because I am using Cypress version, let me check, Cypress version 12.4.1, and in this version I don't need to use origin, because my test working without origin. I checked this. Let me show this. Okay, so maybe use cy visit only. In the previous version of Cypress, this will throw an error, but now it works perfectly. Let me copy this so we can comment this origin. So we have first website and assertion, second website and assertion, and we can do the same with another website of my repository, cy.visit, and paste website, and let's copy this assertion, let's comment origin, and cy visit google.com, and add assertion, and let's comment origin. Now we can save. There is some problem. Okay, here we have too much. Yes, let's save it and check if it's still working. Amazing, it works without origin, so that's nice, because as you can see we have less code. We can delete this origin, so that's great. Now we have clear code. Visit this website, get an element, add assertion, and the same here and here. In the previous version, if you use visit and next visit it can throw an error, but in my version of Cypress it works perfectly. So we don't need to add origin. But if it doesn't work for you, let me check this code with this visit, assertion visit, so we change the domain. Maybe you need to add in your cypress.config.ts, in your E2E, you need to add experimental modify obstructive third-party code. As you can see in the documentation with origin, when you go here, there is information. If it not works, you need to add this experimental modify etc flag to true. So add this, and if it's still not working, you can add Chrome web security to false. Oh, I have here and here, but works perfectly. So that's how you can handle with origin. But what if we have, for example, this website, and go here and the domain will change? As you can see, it's a different domain. So let's cover it. CY visit. Okay, let's add it only. Okay, and maybe I will comment these lines because I don't want to reload all Cypress. As you probably know, if you change something in the config.ts, Cypress needs to reload. Okay, so first we want to visit this website. Now we have to accept cookies. Let's get this element and click it, and then we will go to another element and with the different domain. So let's copy it, click, and check how it works. So we have this domain dlaucznia.pl, then we want to click. Okay, this element is not visible. Okay, so maybe we can use contains just to go faster, go forward. Okay, yes, there is some text, so maybe use contains because we don't want to spend too much time on the CY. Contains. Let's save it. Oh, works perfectly. And as you can see, we are on the different domain. So let's try to fill this input. CY get and type, for example, test, and check if we have access to another domain in one test. Yeah, works perfectly. So as you can see, for now origin is built in Cypress, so you can just visit, and if you have in other test in one another website, for example here we have dlaucznia.pl and next we have moja.nowaera.pl, so that's a different domains, and if you click and open this domain, there is no problem in Cypress. So that's amazing, guys, that's cool, and I love that a lot. So if you don't want to use Cypress because there are some problems with different domains, so now you have a great example that different domains works perfectly. So now we want to cover opening a new tab. It will not work perfectly, but we have some workaround to cover that. go to this website, and if I click here, as you can see, I have new tab opened. So let's grab this element. We have here, click here, cy contains we can use, click here, dot click, just open it. We can add it only, delete here only, yeah, and check this test. Yes, and as you can see, Cypress opened this website, click on this, and we have another tab without Cypress. So let's add assertion, class example, cy.get, class example should be visible, and Cypress will fail because it's outside of the tab with the Cypress. Let me check. Okay, we have on this view also, so maybe change the assertion, new window, maybe also use contains, cy contains, new window should be visible. Let's save it, and now we have a problem because Cypress click on this element, it opened in the new window, and Cypress cannot find this element. So how to cover this? We can delete, as you can see in the DOM elements, we have target underscore blank. So if we delete this from the DOM, this attribute, then Cypress will open in the same tab this view. So let's use invoke to cover this. Let's copy this and paste. So now we can here click, before click, let's invoke, let's remove attr and use target, and underscore blank. So go to this website, if you find a button, click here, if you find this button, delete this target underscore blank because we don't want to open it in the new tab, and after deleting this attribute, click on it, and we have assertion, we should be visible new window on the same tab. So let's save it, go to the Cypress, and yeah, works perfectly. For now we have in the same tab. Let's reload it. So we find this element, click here button, then remove attribute, then click, and we are on the same page, on the same tab, and we ignore this opening in the new tab. That's great, guys, that's amazing. Also we can use only remove attribute target, we don't need to add, this is a blank. But if you have many targets, maybe in your case, then you need to define that is underscore blank or something like that. Yeah, works perfectly. But if we don't remove this attribute target, then our test will fail. So as you can see, we need to do this because our test will not work. So I think that's it for today. There is a nice workaround for this opening a new tab. About Origin, it works perfectly in newer version of the Cypress. I thought about what when we have example, when we click here and opening, and the application opens 3 tabs, for example, how to handle with that. I don't know, because I don't have example with this case. Also, I don't know what will be in the DOM, so maybe guys you have some example like that, maybe you know how to cover it. It will be nice if you will add a comment or maybe write to me on the LinkedIn, so I can show on this channel solution for that. But for now I cannot find in the internet example with opening 3 new tabs or 5 or maybe more. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot and see you in the next lecture. Bye!